It's tea time with Mama T.
I was looking to escape
Uh,
my environment.
uh,
So I've always went within, always looking for God, always trying to find source, what was something deeper, a deeper meaning for me. I had all these gifts, and um, I used to say, unfortunately, I was born into a family that didn't understand me, but fortunately, I was born into a family uh, that did not understand anything about me. I
mm.
was, um, yeah, I was one of the ones that I was just very different from my earth family. So, long story short, I end up leaving because I was heavily suppressed. Um, After 15 years, I start to feel like I was in an occult.
Uh.
Um, Years later, I realized I was actually involved in a cult.
Wow.
And I didn't realize that until I actually left and had to hide out.
Wow.
And from there, I was always heavily suppressed, even in the ministry. I was heavily suppressed. I wasn't free to operate, I wasn't free to speak the way I needed to. I started to realize that my spiritual gifts was being used in ways that they should not have been used. And I was connected to the family that started this whole ministry. The ministry grew pretty big. So I was always associated with the mess, the drama, the witchcraft, all of the other things, the
Uh.
witchery, the wizards, the warlocks, all of that stuff. And I've always had to be in battle, in spiritual warfare.
Wow.
Always. It was one of those things. And I just got tired of being indoctrinated and being used. And when I decided to leave, all hell broke loose.
Wow.
And I do mean all hell broke loose. I had about 200 people coming after me and my family
Holy damn. Hold on.
that I had to buckle down and war in the spirit realm. I had to use everything I had in me to keep those people away from me. And I have seen some things. I have experienced some things, but one thing I do know for sure is that our spiritual gifts are real.
Yeah.
And when they say you got to go within, everything that you need is within you. I had to learn that. I
Um.
had to go through that. All of the things that I went through, being sexually abused, and all the things that I had to go through, it was to teach me to go within.
Right.
Um,
Absolutely.
and I realized that there was I found out exactly who I am
Um.
through all of that. And I know you guys didn't expect all of this to come out, but
No, you
I
are
was
helping
truly in
so.
an occult.
No, no, listen. When you, this is why it's important to have these platforms so women could share their survival stories. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because many are in that situation that you're in, right? And feel
Mm-hmm.
stuck, right? And feel that there's no way out. Now, you said something really phenomenal. I wanted to ask you a little bit more. You said, you were fighting the witches, warlocks, everything while you were in there,
Mm-hmm.
right? Was it
Mm-hmm.
coming from within there?
It was coming from within.
Damn.
The founder of the church was one of the main
Damn.
ones. And I knew it. I knew it deep inside. I knew it, but I didn't want to accept it because she was my spiritual mentor. Very powerful. And yeah, caught me at
Whoa.
19 years old. Very, very, very powerful. Know the word in and out, but very prominent in my life. Um, when they well, when I found them, I was just at a point to where I wanted to break free from my family, from my earth family. So they pretty much took me under their wing. And this is a true story. It's kind of like if you know the story of Moses in the Bible, that was me.
Damn.
They took me and taught me everything, how to sit at the table with the top echelon people. Back then it was with the, remember Enron,
Yeah.
that Great Fall? Well, my spiritual mother was one of the head people there. So yeah, I have a story.
Girl, you got a book and a movie. What is you talking about here?
Yeah, so I was at that table, sitting at that table many times. Um, and it was to the point they taught me everything I knew. Like
Mm.
they were my people. They were my
Wow. Do you
people.
do you think
They taught me
do you think you
everything.
might have you were being groomed or what do
I
you
was definitely being groomed.
mm,
Yeah, I was. I was being groomed for something greater. I can say a lot of things that I was being groomed for, but I wasn't a do girl. I wasn't one of those people you could tell to do something and I'm not going to ask questions. The problem came in is I asked too many questions. I'm like that right now.
right. Right.
um so
They were like,
and
this one
I'm
here, this ain't no, just do it. Just
yeah.
do what we say.
So
Wow.
and then too they knew the spiritual gifts that I carried. So I would literally watch them come up with ways to convince me to do certain things. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. And I sit back and watched everybody have a turn with this
Mm,
particular family. Like they would come in. I've seen like big time people I cannot name donate hundreds and thousands of dollars to this ministry because of the gifts that flow. You know, when you are in the ministry, you have what they call the fivefold ministry, and in that ministry, there's a deliverance ministry that take place. So you have certain people that are in the entertainment industry that would come through there. Not to mention, this is the sister of one of the biggest record label owners in the
wow.
country. So I would see a lot. And some of these people would come in there needing help. And guess who the first person would be that they would call?
You.
Me.
So when you said needing help, like
To be delivered when they would come back to themselves after they sold their souls.
what? Hold on now. Wait a minute.
They would
Hold
when they
up.
would come back to themselves, they would a lot of them would come to her for deliverance.
So, Lisa, you always been healing people.
I've always healed people. Always. This has
Yo,
been
That
shout
a
out to
part
the
of
Wow.
my
healers in the
life.
building.
This has been a part
Whoa.
of my life since I was a young girl.
Oh, that was some good ass tea. Let us know what you think in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, baby. Make sure you try some of Mama T's Wellness Blends today.